Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today I want to talk to you about sustainability and me. So I've kind of decided in the last 2 weeks, I guess, that I really want to focus in on sustainability, eco-friendly and fair trade items. And I kind of want to talk to you about my history with that, where I'm at now and where I want to be in the future and my plans on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in this, please just stay tuned. So the first thing I want to start off with was how I was in the past and how I grew up. So my mum was very much into hemp materials, cottons and linens, and she was kind of tried to get me to wear these items, and I did when I was a child, but then I think as soon as you kind of hit 12, 13 and start being interested in fashion, I was more into New Look, Topshop. I mean, I can't remember what there was back then. Tammy Girl was one of them, and that was obviously all polyesters and nylons and plasticky materials and just cheap, you know, fast fashion items. I was more interested in wearing those because I wanted to be cool, I wanted to be kind of fashionable and wear the new items, the new trends, all this kind of thing. So I think that around that age is when I stopped, you know, I kind of had my own vision, I guess, with my fashion and what I wore. So I wore a little bit less of what my mum wanted and more of what I wanted. And I kind of just didn't really care. I mean, I did know that natural fabrics were better for, you know, in terms of sweating and in terms of your body, things like that, like nicer to wear. But in terms of the environment, I don't think I particularly knew how bad plastic fabrics were. And I definitely didn't think about how they were made or who they were made by, you know, children in poor countries, things like this. It just didn't even cross my mind because obviously I was quite young. And then that even went on kind of all the way up to really recently, if I'm honest. But we spent a lot of our childhood in the Lake District in the north of England, so I was always outside. We were always taught to respect nature, to pick up litter, to, you know, be quiet when there's birds around, look after nature. We looked out for our environment. It wasn't kind of, you know, we didn't take it for granted. It was very precious to us. We used to go up every weekend up to the Lake District and go camping, and it, you know, it was gorgeous to see the amount of greenery and the amount of nature. And so I just kind of want to throw that in there because, you know, it's not like I'm a city dweller. I don't know if that changes anything, but I grew up very much in the countryside and very like camping and that kind of thing. So I was very aware of the nature and looking after it. I feel like fashion back then, obviously it was different because it was fashion like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So obviously it was different to now anyway. But I feel like the things that were hemp or eco-friendly or cotton or fair trade, they had a very like particular style. It was all very like hippie and brown and baggy and boho, and that's fine. That's probably what I'd be into now, but back then that wasn't at all what I wanted, especially in my 20s. I wanted to be cool and sexy and fashionable. I didn't want to be eco-conscious and sustainable, and you know, that just wasn't in my vocab. I didn't give a shit, quite honestly. Isn't it funny how things change in 10 years? But like I said, I grew up very close to nature and loving nature. So then when I was 21, I went to Fiji for 3 months to do some marine conservation work there. So I was scuba diving every day, helping to conserve the marine wildlife and the coral reefs. So that kind of ties in again, like, you know, that was 2010, so that was 10 years ago that I did that. So I've still been very into like looking after our environment, looking after the, you know, animals and the wildlife, things like that. That was 10 years ago and I was interested in it then. Just not the fashion side of things. I didn't quite make the connection maybe, or maybe I was just ignorant to it and I just thought, well, I don't really care, I want to wear cool clothes, so I'm not going to think about the impact that takes on the environment. And then even since being in Miami for 2.5 years, we have done some beach cleanups and helped, you know, whenever we go on the beach we pick up plastic bottles and straws and bottle caps and toothbrushes and flip-flops, and anything that we find we pick up and take it away from the beach, because we know that sea turtles eat that and birds and wildlife, and you know, it's better to be in the bin in a way. Well, it's best to not even be there, if I'm honest, but we do try and get it out of the beach and out of the way so that animals don't eat it as well. So I'm very much into nature and wildlife and conserving all of these things. You know, I do consider myself a nature lover. I love being outdoors, things like that. But I guess I didn't really... So I studied textiles when I was 19 to 22, I think I was. So I learned about the fashion industry. I learned about how much water it takes to make one simple t-shirt. I learned about, you know, the different processes and how it works and how long it takes and all these different things. But I think when I was that age, I just didn't give a shit. I just like didn't really care that fast fashion was a thing. I didn't really care that there was children making my clothes in Bangladesh or India. I didn't care that it would take I don't know how many litres of water to make one t-shirt. I didn't care that items were shipped from the other side of the world so that I could buy it for £5. Like, I just literally didn't give a shit. And it's so bad to say. I wish I did care. And I don't know. I think the pressure of being cool or wearing the new like fashion was more important to me. And especially back when I was like 20, like from going out, so from like 16 to 25, I would say, was when I was going out. So about 10 years, like going out, like clubbing and things. It was so bad if you were seen wearing the same dress twice. Literally, this is how it was. I don't really know how it is these days in terms of going out clubbing and things, but like if you wore a dress to a certain night out and got photographs of it, because we all had the little digital cameras, we didn't have smartphones with cameras on back then. Well, we did, but maybe they were shit quality. I think we had like Blackberries. But yes, we all took digital, like little cameras out with us, like travel cameras, and took photographs on nights out, so we remembered it all. And if you wore the same outfit twice, that I'd be like, oh my god, no, I can't wear that because I wore that last week. So a lot of my items I wore once, which is awful. Again, I know. A lot of them I did wear several times, but it was kind of like, oh, are you wearing that again? Kind of thing. So that was kind of what the world I was in was very fast fashion, cheap fashion, Primark, H&M, Zara. Zara was expensive for me actually when I was a student, so it was more like Primark and H&M were my like go-tos. If you don't know, Primark is a place where you can get a dress for £5, which is probably about $7, something like that. So it's super cheap. I have no idea where this fabric comes from, no idea who makes them. It's obviously all, factories and not good working conditions and not fair trade and not well paid and, all these things I didn't really care about, honestly. So that was then, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about now and where I'm at. So I published a video recently, I will link it here, talking about 3 items that I have that are sustainable or eco-friendly, and I just kind of talk you through why I have them and what they are. So I have a toothbrush, some sanitary pads and some makeup remover pads. So I'll link to that video here and down below so you can have a look at that. And I kind of thought that I'm already kind of in that realm, I guess, of starting to look at different items that I can swap out. So rather than buying sanitary pads every month, I can just buy one set and it'll last me, I don't know how long, maybe a year or 2 years or 3, like I have no idea how long they last. But try and like toothbrushes that are made out of bamboo rather than plastic. So I was already trying to think of different ways that I could incorporate less plastic and more eco-friendly items in my house. I also have some bamboo cutlery that I take out if we ever do fast food. So rather than using plastic forks and knives when we're eating out, we take this bamboo set with us and we can eat that and then wash it when we get home. So that's a really easy way as well that you can help the planet. Just to let you know, the dog just came home, so you might be able to hear like a little bit of panting and movement. That's Stella that we're looking after for a couple of days. It's whenever I talk she gets excited. So I've just been making some changes, and I guess another thing is that we have metal cups that we take places. If we ever go to fast food places, we can take this rather than using a plastic cup. So these are just a couple of things that I've kind of started incorporating into my life, and it's not a huge change at all, but it makes such a huge difference. So we went away recently for 4 days. You might have seen the vlogs on the channel. And whilst I was away, I just kind of had time away from work, away from editing, away from Instagram, away from that whole realm of things, and I kind of got lost in my thoughts a little bit, and I thought, why don't I do more? And I think I was waiting, and I have no idea what I was waiting for. Honestly, I don't know, but I was just kind of waiting, and I thought, well, do you know what, I think these days, I think everything has changed so much compared to how it was 10 years ago. So I decided no more fast fashion. That includes H&M, Zara, Forever 21, all these shops. I'm not going to shop there anymore. There's no need. There's so many shops that are doing so many good things for the environment. So there's no need for me to shop there anymore. And that's kind of where it started. My mindset, I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to make some changes. There's no reason why not. There's no reason to wait any longer. So that's kind of where I'm at now. And I feel like also at the moment there's new designers, there's new technology, there's brands that are working with, eco-friendly fabrics, sustainable fabrics, fair trade fabrics that are all gorgeous. It's not just baggy, frumpy, brown, hippie vibes. You can actually buy really, really beautiful items now. So I kind of want to explore that a little bit more, learn more about the processes and about the companies and the brands and the ideas, and just try and learn more about this whole area. So something that I learned recently is that there's actually fabric that is made from plastic bottles that are collected from the oceans turned into fabric and then turned into clothing. This is amazing. It's so good that they're trying to clear up the oceans, trying to get out all that plastic, trying to help the fish and the marine life and, you know, water and everything. So that's something I definitely want to look into more, is brands that use this fabric and is actually eco-friendly, because it sounds eco-friendly, but is the process still better than, you know, buying cottons and linens and things? I have no idea. So I kind of just want to learn more and educate myself on these different like fabrics, different processes, different companies, different brands. And so I started this research recently, a couple of days ago, and I was looking at H&M conscious section, because I know they have this conscious section which is meant to be eco-friendly and, you know, good for the environment. But actually I've heard this term greenwashing, and I guess it's a bit like whitewashing, in that you're made to believe that something is green when it isn't. So I think even though they say it's eco-friendly, because maybe it's organic cotton, for example, it doesn't mean that it's fair trade, it doesn't mean it's sustainable, it doesn't mean it's all these things. And that's something I actually learned as well when I was doing a little bit of research a couple of days ago. Something can be eco-friendly but not fair trade, or it can be sustainable but not eco-friendly, or it can be fair trade but not sustainable. Like, there's all these different, there's lots of different words to describe lots of different items in this whole thing, this whole area of like manufacturing basically, that I kind of didn't really know what any of it meant. So, you know, green is the general term for everything. Oh, it's green. Okay, but why is it green? So I'm thinking about doing a video talking about the different names and different words and explaining them and breaking them down so that I have a better understanding for myself, because I'll have to do some research for the video. And then also explaining it to you guys will help me understand it again a little bit more. And I'm hoping that if I explain it, then you guys will understand it a little bit more as well. Because I feel like we can be manipulated by companies. If they say it's sustainable, you think, oh wow, that must be amazing. Well, actually, it might still be made by children in, you know, some poor country somewhere, or it might still be, I don't know, there's, you know, I just think we all need to do a little bit more research and know a little bit more about what's going on and what these different words mean. So that will be a video coming up soon, hopefully. I need to plan it and organise it, but that will be one coming up soon as well. So something I have realised, that if I love a piece of clothing, I will wear it over and over again for years and years and years. So I have a beach dress that I wear now that I bought maybe 5 years ago, I think, in France from Mango, and I still wear it on a consistent basis. And I feel like now in these, you know, times, having something for 5 years and still wearing it is pretty crazy, because people like to have new fashions every season, but also every year. People get new items and switch out the old stuff and bring in new stuff. And it's crazy. So I've kind of noticed that because I do that, because when I love something, I absolutely love it and I will wear it for years, and it's like a staple piece. I don't really do trends at all. I kind of buy basics, or if it's a little bit different, like this for me is a little bit different. I mean, it's not even that crazy, it's just a printed t-shirt. But because I only have one like this, I will keep this probably for years, because it's my one, like, that's my green pattern t-shirt, and then I also have like a yellow t-shirt and like one red t-shirt or whatever. Like, I don't, what am I trying to say here? Like, if I buy something, these days, if I buy something, it's because I love it. I take it home, I try it on, I think about it for another week or two. If it's not right, I will send it back. But otherwise, if I keep it, that means that I absolutely love it and I will wear it to death and I'll wear it for years. So I've realised that because I'm doing that anyway, and I don't particularly need to shop at fast fashion stores, because I'm not changing my fashion every month, every season, you know, every year, I can spend a little bit more on higher priced items that are eco-friendly, sustainable, fair trade, and still wear them to death. I think the whole point with fast fashion is that you change every month, you change every season, it's fast, it's cheap, it's affordable, you know, just so that you can switch it around all the time. You think, oh, it was only $5, so it doesn't matter, I'll just get rid of it. Or, oh, it was only £10 pair of jeans, so I'll get rid of it. Whereas if you spend, because when I buy something, even if it is $10, I will wear it. I may as well spend that money, a little bit more money, admittedly, probably, on something that is fair trade, sustainable and eco-friendly, because it's still going to last me 5 years, whether it's fast fashion or fair trade and sustainable. So I'd rather now, in this mindset, put my money with the sustainable people rather than with fast fashion. So I guess that's kind of where I'm at now. All of my wardrobe is fast fashion, by the way, just to let you know. Like, I think every single piece is fast fashion. I've bought a couple of pieces from Anthropology. I'm not sure if they have some sustainability, eco-friendly, fair trade kind of what's the word, rules, I guess, or policies maybe. So maybe a couple of my Anthropology pieces, but otherwise everything is pretty much H&M, Zara, a couple of pieces Forever 21. Like I've not been good at all. Like I'm just a regular girl starting from scratch. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. And then in terms of where I want to be in the future, so I really want to, like I said, research all these different words and terms and figure out what everything means for myself. So that's going to be a video coming very soon. I really want to figure out, I really want to get to know the vocab so that when I talk to you guys about it, I know exactly what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. So that's one thing. I want to learn about all these words. I also want to research brands and try and find alternatives to everyday items that I would purchase anyway. Like I purchase deodorant anyway. So I found Nuud recently, which is a vegan all natural body deodorant. And the tube, rather than being a plastic, it's made from sugarcane. So I really want to sort of do reviews and test things and buy things and, you know, see if they actually work, see if it's worth the money, so that you guys can be more informed, but also so I can be more informed. I kind of want to make small steps and small changes and document it along the way, basically. So this is my starting point. My zero is that I have a bamboo toothbrush, sanitary pads, makeup pads, reusable bags when we go food shopping, cups, and bamboo cutlery. That is it. That's everything that I have that is eco-friendly, sustainable, fair trade, whatever. Everything else is fast fashion, is cheap, is crap. So, and I don't want to talk just about clothing as well. I'd really like to talk about beauty items. So I'd really love to get some vegan, eco-friendly, fair trade, blah, 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 blah. Face wash, face cream, SPF, hair, like shampoo and conditioner and hair creams and things, toothpaste, shoes, bikinis, bags, jackets, just anything really that's in that realm. I really want to try and just know more and do better, basically, is my new policy. I think something that I found as well recently is that you can make small changes that aren't crazy expensive. They don't break the bank at all, and in fact they actually save you money. So for example, with my makeup wipes, I think they cost around $10. I'll leave everything linked below because I keep talking about them, but I think the makeup wipes were about $10 for 14 makeup wipes. Now $10 might seem like a lot of money, but if you think about it in terms of packs of makeup wipes, they're maybe $3. So if you buy 3 of those per year, for example, that's 1 year's worth of makeup wipes that you just buy once at the start of the year, and I think they'll probably last me more than a year, honestly. So you're saving the plastic that they come in, you're also saving the manufacturing and the produce and, you know, everything it takes, all the energy it takes to make these circles, to make 100 of them or whatever it is. And you're saving on transport and shipment and all these different things you're saving on. So it's not just about saving plastic, it's also about saving the energy and the environment and all these kind of things. So it's obviously something I want to learn more about as well. I don't know enough and I want to know more. But even just something like that is $10, which isn't a whole lot anyway. But if you compare it to the amount of money that you would spend on normal face wipes, it's so worth it. Even if you don't even consider the environment, it's so worth it. So that's kind of where I'm at and what I want to be doing. I would also really love to help small businesses and companies who are trying to push forward and trying to do better. So I'm not a huge influencer at all. I have like 5,000 followers on Instagram. I have 180 of you guys subscribed on YouTube. So if you are new here, please do subscribe. It really helps me out. I would love to see this channel grow more and more. So I don't have a huge following at all, but I'm hoping that the more I talk about this and the more I just be my like genuine, authentic self and just be real about how I feel about things, what I want to do, what I want to learn, what I have learned, how I'm right or wrong, you know, all these things. I just want to be genuine and real and kind of share my experiences with you guys. So if you're interested, please do subscribe. But I really want to just start helping small companies as well. So, you know, try and mention them on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on my blog, try and do reviews and try and, you know, work with different brands and try and help them out and push their brand a little bit more and just get more brand awareness and try and just help sustainability, help the environment, help companies, help you guys, help me, help everyone is basically my new mission. And it's funny that it took a weekend away for me to kind of realise that this is what I want to do. I feel like I've always been passionate about it, but I didn't quite know how to go about it or you know, honestly, it just wasn't cool 10 years ago. And not that it's cool now, but it's just more, and I think I just don't give a shit anymore about if it's fashionable or not. It's just kind of something that I'm interested in and something that I want to learn more about and share with you guys. So that's what's going to be happening on my YouTube, on my blog, and on my Instagram. I'm going to start talking about it a little bit more. It might become the main focus, but it's not at the moment. I've got a couple of videos lined up that I do want to, you know, I've got things I want to talk about. But I still want to talk about photography and lifestyle and travel and all these different things. It's just an extra thing that I want to talk about. That's the dog. It's just an extra thing that I want to talk about. So I do have a couple of brands that I want to talk about, and one of them is a bikini brand that makes bikinis and swimwear and also fashion and things out of plastic bottles that have been pulled from the ocean. I also have a swab company that I want to talk about. They, you know, swabs for your ears, or I use them to remove mascara when I put mascara on my eyes. I always get it everywhere. So I have some of those I want to talk about, and also the Nuud, the deodorant. So I'm starting off with these 3 brands. I'll see how it goes. I want to write a blog post or a YouTube video and talk about them on Instagram, and then probably reach out to more brands and see if I can work with more companies. It's not about getting free shit, if that's what you think I'm doing this for, like, oh, she's just doing that because then she gets free crap sent to her. No, I just genuinely, like, I think I want to, you know, purchase things as well and just explore my options and have different options other than the, like, supermarket, like, okay, if you want to buy deodorant, it's all plastic. If you want to go to a store and buy swimwear, it's all plastic, but not the good kind. It's not plastic from the oceans, it's plastic, just man-made plastic, more of it. You know, I kind of want to learn more, experiment more, do more, try more, review more, all these kind of things. And it'd be really interesting to see how my face reacts. So at the moment I'm using La Roche-Posay cleansing cream wash, face wash stuff. And I use just Nivea face cream because I'm not into all the chemicals and like anti-aging shit. I just use something that's super moisturizing. So I use that at the moment, but I'm really looking to find a like vegan, eco-friendly, sustainable, fair trade like beauty brand, I guess. I'm looking for like an oil, a face wash and a face cream. That would be ideal. And then also eco beauty. I have no idea about eco-friendly beauty, if that exists. Is that a thing? Is there lipsticks and blushes and foundations and things that are fair trade, sustainable, eco-friendly? I have no idea. I found a nail varnish brand on Instagram that I want to reach out to. So there are these things out there. I think it's just a case of, I think the thing I'm finding is that rather than just searching like eco-friendly items, I think the thing is to find something in particular that you would like to replace and then find that alternative. So for example, if it's nail varnish, think, okay, well rather than, I mean, nail varnish stinks, like it's so potent, you can tell there's chemicals in there. So think, okay, well rather than wearing nail varnish, I'm going to see if I can find an alternative, and then just Google that or put it on Instagram, you know, eco-friendly nail varnish, and that's how you'll find brands and that's how you'll find different companies. So it's not a big scary task. Just find little things that you think you could replace, try and find them and then do it. So that's how I started with the toothbrush, and then with the pads, and then with the makeup remover pads as well. Like I was just thinking, do you know what, there's no point in me spending this much money and this much plastic and waste to use something once to remove my eye makeup and then throw it away. Like it's such a waste. So that's my advice. If you have anything that you think, if you think, okay, I could do some new underwear, try and find an eco-friendly, sustainable, fair trade brand that does underwear. If you think, oh, I fancy a new bikini this year, okay, try and find one that's eco-friendly, sustainable, fair trade. Or if you think, oh, I need a new jacket because I'm going skiing, try, you know, like try and find alternatives. Don't just go to H&M and find the basic item that's there. I know I keep mentioning H&M because that was the main store that I would shop at. I love the fashion, I love how cheap it is, I love, you know, I think they have beautiful items, but it's just not fair trade, not sustainable, not eco-friendly. And I don't know why something switched, but it did. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is a long video. I feel like I'm in the flow though. I'm in the flow just talking to you guys and just being open and honest about it. Like H&M were my favourite place to go shopping, and I just figured this, you know, a week or two ago. I'm done with it. I'm done with supporting this brand who try and be green and, you know, the greenwashing thing. They're not eco-friendly. They, you know, I think I read something yesterday, I think it's 85% of all fashion that is made in the world ends up in landfill. 85%, that's insane. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about things like shopping at second-hand stores. and thrift shopping, things like that. Maybe that'll become a thing that I do. At the moment, not really. In all honesty, no. There's no reason why not. I popped in one store here in Miami, didn't really see anything that I fancied. But maybe that could be a video as well, trying to go thrift shopping and finding, you know, seeing what I can find. But then also, I don't want to go shopping just for the sake of shopping. Like, at the moment, I don't need anything. And I think that's what I'm finding, is I want to have a minimalist wardrobe. So I have one pair of denim shorts, 2 pairs of cotton shorts, or cotton and linen I think they are, a couple of t-shirts, a couple of dresses, a couple of jeans, a couple of jackets. Like, I just have a couple of each thing. So I don't need any more dresses, I don't need any more jeans, I don't need any more shorts. So I don't want to do a video where I go shopping in a thrift shop and then don't buy anything because I don't need anything. Unless I just go and show you what's there, but then that'd be useless because then you can't go and buy it yourselves. I don't know. I don't really know how to do this like YouTube fashion haul thing, but in an eco-friendly way in terms of thrift shopping. I mean, I'd be happy to take you there and show you around, but if I don't buy anything and then if you can't actually physically go and buy it yourself, is there much point? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm so sorry I'm rambling. I'm in such a good mood today for videoing. Sorry for rambling. If you got... Oh, the doggy. If you got this far, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please do subscribe. It really, really helps me out. And like this video, that helps me out as well. Comment down below. Would you like to see thrift shop and secondhand store shopping, even if I don't buy anything, and even if you can't buy what I find? Would you still like to see what's out there and what's available at prices and things like that? Let me know and let's have a discussion in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really look forward to taking you along on this journey with me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.